Sekhukhune United, Stellenbosch. We've got head coach of Sekhukhune United, Coach Eric Tinkler. Hard luck. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, this game was always going to be very, very difficult because you come from a 2-0 loss in the first leg. So the importance this evening was to try and get an early goal to get ourselves back into the game. And I think, you know, if I look at the performance of the team, I think we tried that. I cannot fault the guys for effort, and we had a great chance. I think it was in the 3rd or the 4th minute of the game where we hit the crossbar, and that possibly could have made it 2-1, and possibly the game could have been slightly different. It might have put them under more pressure than what it did when we went and scored our goal in the second half. But as I said, always going to be difficult because we have to be positive on the ball, we have to look to create chances, we have to take a certain amount of risk, and you're going to get caught on the counter. That's going to happen. That's the natural situation. And unfortunately, we didn't take the chances we had in the beginning. We took risk in our build-up, we lost the ball, and we got punished, you know, and then made the task even harder. But again, I think this semi-final was lost away from home, not on the result tonight, because we made it difficult for ourselves at home. But overall, I think the way we played, the performance we put on, the effort that the players put in, the character that they showed, they kept pushing right till the end, you know, getting the equalizer and then still creating 1 or 2 chances to possibly get a second goal. But yeah, once it was 3-1, it was always going to be difficult.
Thank you, Coach. Can we open up for media? Any hands?
Good evening, Coach. Hard luck today. Coach, then with the kind of performances you've been having, especially in midweek, and then getting here, the chances that were missed, what do you then say to the guys? Yes, I can hear that you don't fault them. How do you then pick them up, you know?
I have to pick them up because we don't have time to fix things. 8 games in the space of 4 weeks, you know, it's more about recovery. So, you know, the training sessions leading up to this game were more video, wasn't field. But make the players aware that obviously we want to do well in the league. We've started really, really well. We need to take the positives from today's game because, as I said, I don't think we performed poorly. I think we made it very, very difficult for Stellenbosch. And take those positives into the next game against AmaZulu. Again, you know, it's going to be video analysis, very little training time because legs are tired. It's 6 games in the space of 3 weeks. I don't think you see this anywhere in the world.
Any takers? We'll take the last one.
Coach, how much are you missing Linda, and how far is he from getting back into the team?
Well, Linda's our captain, and Linda was actually doing well for us. Unfortunately, Linda has a fractured ankle, so he'll be out for at least the next 3 months. But, you know, I think everyone else tonight, Monade did well, Mkhize did well, Vusi, you know, like I said, I can't fault the effort that everybody's putting in, and you know, the squad that we have, you know, they need to step up.
Can we then call that last? Okay, thanks.
Good evening, Coach, and hard luck on the results. The way you started the season, you're still sitting first in the log. The squad assembled, does it give you that confidence that you can go for it as well this season, or It's just a good
Go
start.
for the league.
Yes.
I think, yes, we've had a very, very good start to the season. As I said before, character that the team has shown since the first game against Galaxy has been extremely positive. The results we've achieved in the league are very, very positive, and you know, we're going to stay in our lane. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. You know, there's still a lot of things I believe we can still get better at. You know, so, but I'm not going to put the cart in front of the horse. You know, there's still a lot of work to do. And we have to try and compete in the top four. That's our purpose, that's our objective, that's the mandate that we have, and that's what we will try and do.
Is that a follow-up?
Yeah, sort of. Yes, sorry. Yeah, Coach, you spoke about the schedule, and then now there's the international break coming up. You have players in the
The preliminary.
Oh, the preliminary squad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, English. Yes, you have players in the preliminary squad that could potentially, you know, make it into the final squad. Will that make things harder, or this is just part of the game? The boys have got to get used to that.
I think it's just part of the game. That's, you know, when you get called up, it's obviously you want to go represent your country and play with them, play for them, and that should even motivate you more when you do get that opportunity. You know, but yeah, we want to try and use the FIFA break as an opportunity to rest some players, because as I said, you know, the fatigue is very, very high. From you know, I've got more than half of the starting lineup have played all 90 minutes over the past 6 games. You know, so that fatigue is going to be there. But a lot of times people think when I talk about fatigue, it's got to do with fitness. No, it's not. It's the mind. The mind is fatigued, the pressure. Every game there is pressure. You know, and they need a little bit of time just to recover from that. You know, we don't have the opportunity to do it now because we have Amazulu on Wednesday, and then we have Durban City on Saturday, and then I want them to have a break. They need a break. Not only them, technical staff needs a break.
Need a break.
That comes to the end. Coach, hard luck on the result. We push on. Wednesday is still a date. It's Amazulu. And we thank you so much for coming through to the game. And yeah, let's keep going. The season's still young. Thank you, Coach.